back to Lloyd and JD, the best fucking podcast in the world. I am Lloyd.
I'm JD.
What's up?
Not much. See you repping England today with the cap.
Yep.
You forgot you were wearing it?
No, it's just my only hat right now.
Yeah.
It's a nice hat.
What happened to your Lloyd and JD hat?
I sat on it twice.
Sat on it
and
twice.
I've steamed it twice. Just age.
Yeah.
This is brand new. Got it for my Christmas or for the World Cup. That's right. It's a World Cup gift.
So what you're saying is you abuse the shit out of your hats?
No? I had my Lloyd and JD one. It's still like clean. It just once I'm like, most people would still wear it, but I'm like a freak. Like once they dip in on the sides, I won't fucking wear it.
Right.
So I hang it up. It's still clean. It still looks good. But once they do, I saw actually Rebel 8 was doing like a live Instagram feed the other day, and the owner of Rebel 8 had a hat on, and he should have been killed for it. Like honestly, to own a clothing company, and rep a hat like that, I was like, honestly, like I cringed and I had to turn it off.
Was it Mike Giant or the other guy?
No, the other guy, not Mike Giant.
Yeah.
But what a fucking loser. Like I don't know, like I know it's just a hat materialistic thing, but fuck man, like you own a fucking hat company. It looked like JD ran over it. Yeah. With your Jeep. And then wheel span on it. It was just crumpled.
Right.
And like, you know how like flat caps, they hold their shape. There's a little bit of stiffness in here. You can see that. That's not my head. Yeah. There's a bounce there. His was like, and I was like, man, cringe. Like, yeah. And that's why I don't buy hats online. Because when you get a flat cap online, it comes and it looks like that. And I won't wear it. Yeah. So it's like, what a waste of fucking money. Yeah. I won't do it. A flat cap is supposed to be crisp. Like, look like not all bent in and fucking right. You can steam them. You get a couple steams out of it if you like heat the kettle. It's a trick I do. Just plow the kettle on hot, fill the fucker up, and just hang your hat over there, and it will reform itself. And you can give it a help, and then let it cool. I throw mine in the freezer on like a round thing. Yeah, and it will freeze back to that shape, and it gives you a bit of rigidness back, and then you take it out and.
I'm the same way with caps. Like I have caps for various things. Don't wash your
hats because you fuck it. It's over. Yeah. What's the point in washing it if you're never gonna wear it again?
Have you ever? So you've never tried one of those like dishwasher kind of?
No, that's like the worst thing you can do to a flat cap. Yeah. Best way to wash a white. This one's getting dirty now because it's white too. The best way I found is walk in the rain with your hat. Yeah. The water alone, just like getting it wet, like. Help some of the dirt come off, and then you can like do some additional scrubbing when you get home. The dishwasher like hits it so fucking hard and so fucking hot, it just like melts your hat. Like it just turns to. But they have I've seen those
like the wire cages that are supposed to help keep the shape when you do that, right?
I've seen it. The only thing that helps keep the shape is that motherfucker's on your head. Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean I'm the same way with caps. I mean I've got a ton of caps. I keep them. Relatively, and I don't wear them for a lot of time, if that makes sense. Like I won't wear them like day after day after day. I will rotate them just so they keep their shape.
Different. I'm 2 a year. Yeah. Me and Jamie knows that I buy 2 hats at the beginning of each year. Yeah. I haven't bought the other one. This was kind of at the end because I went for my 2 hats last year, and the World Cup came, and I got a new hat because it's World Cup. So yeah, like at the beginning of the year, usually I'll buy 2 hats. I'll wear them. I'll rotate them. Yeah. I'll wear them until the end of the year, and by the end of the year, I won't touch them anymore because they're. Yeah.
See, I have ones that I do that I have as well that I keep specifically for if I'm working or like if you go mountain biking and you're wearing a helmet all day and you got to slap a cap on because your hair is a fucking disaster afterwards. That I have caps for that because those caps, honestly, they get gross really fast, right? So. Yeah. And I don't like wrecking nice caps, just because
I know the guy from Rebel 8 should have been fucking shot for what he did.
Well, especially considering that they are a brand that especially a counterculture brand that like really was focused at one point on hats, right? I mean, and like stiff hats, right? Like they would have the brims that turn up, and
he was like getting his hat. I was like, dude, just throw it away, like please, for the love of God, stop trying to fucking make it look bad. Yeah. I don't know if that's cool where they're from, like whether that's like a...
Well, that might be a new fashion thing, or it might be how they're kind of repping their stuff now. I don't know. Like but you would think that those guys, because they've got like tons and tons of hats, is like, Joe, just like go go pick me a hat out of the box. I'm going to do a video here.
Give me a fresh hat.
Yeah, get me a fresh hat. New ones. Brand new, crisp, and
not what it looks like after it's been shipped to China.
Yeah.
And
back.
Yeah.
and examined by customs who, kind of half-assed threw it back in the box the wrong way and it got crushed under something.
Never buy a flat cap online.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What a waste of money.
It's no, I actually have a Rebel 8 hat, but I picked it up locally as well. I like the cap, and it's one of those ones that I don't wear a ton because for the same reason you're saying, like I don't want it to,
you don't want to fuck them up,
but I don't know. That's it's an interesting ploy to, sort of rep your company and have
put me off a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, how's you been doing?
Good.
I've been here in a long time. We missed last week.
Yeah.
I'm busy as fuck.
Yeah, last week we put out the
Christmas hit me hard, and I'm pretty broke, so I'm like trying to make my money back, and I got a huge credit card bill to pay, and not as huge as some people. I hear some people's credit card. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm sitting at home worried about this much, and you're fucking
right.
I'm like,
that's the thing with the holidays, man, is that they tend to creep up on people after the fact, right? You get into the spirit of things.
You have the time off, and
you're spending money. You're going out more than you are. You're drinking a bit more.
I'm construction,
you're partying a
so
little
I don't
more.
You might get a paid holiday.
Yeah.
I don't. A lot of people do get a paid holiday if you work for a company that set up for that sort of thing. I work for a construction company, so we kind of just
take the time off and
make as much money as you can make, and then you kind of just take the time off and eat it because you need a holiday.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd be working all year, every year.
Yeah.
And that's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I mean...
But I wish I got a paid holiday. That'd be nice.
Yeah, you would think if you're, putting in 40 hours a week that they would kind of, take care of some of that. But I guess that's not how they operate necessarily. And, and I guess that's the hard stuff about being a contractor, right? Is that, it's...
Especially now, times are a little slower, but...
Well, I can imagine. Like, I mean, it must have been not too bad because, I mean, it's been fairly mild up until the point that we're filming today. It's been relatively decent outside. Like, it's totally workable.
The economy even has been a little poop for construction, especially my type of construction. Because, like, obviously, if you're framing and stuff, that's a different type of construction. I'm in, like, my construction is kind of like a luxury.
Right.
If you're getting stone on your house, it's because you either live in a place where stone has to go on our house and it's just a little bit, or you live in a nice community and you have a little bit of money and you want your house to stand out from the rest and have a nice rock on the outside. So it's definitely a luxury, and it's not really the time of year of economy where people are paying for such a luxury.
Right.
So times get harder.
Yeah. In reality, though, if you have money, like now's the time to do a lot of that stuff because guys are available. It's cheaper in a lot of ways.
Yeah, we get some jobs.
Your contracts,
not what it usually is. Usually we're booked so full that
right. And that's what I'm getting at.
Now we're booked to the point where we're like, we can take our time on this one.
Yeah.
So.
But what I'm also saying is that a lot of times when companies like that come in and bid, they won't bid as high as they would during a peak time where they're absolutely where it doesn't matter if you have the work or not. It's kind of like, we kind of need that job. Let's go in
a certain way. But then, like, obviously, if you're a good company and you're bidding correctly every time, you're bidding a correct price anyway. And we do have to pay money on the rock before it comes in, and we have to put the money up to pay for the guys working. You got to pay for
labor,
And so we don't typically overquote our company, so the quotes are typically going to be
the same no matter what,
because we're just going over what we have to go over to pay the guys to make a little bit of profit. We're not overshooting you to the point to where we're making extreme amounts of money. So when we're a company like that and then this happens, you're still feeling the hurt because you're making the same amount of money and jobs might take you longer because not only is it winter and we have to hoard in, and that's money that a lot of people don't want to pay for.
Right.
So hang tops over your house and heat it with gas. And so there's a lot of variables at play into my work. Like, obviously, framers can just show up in -30. It's cold. It sucks, but they can frame. We can't. We need heat. Mud can't set. Cement can't set in -30 temperatures. Like, it freezes, and then you've got yourself a...
Well, that's why you don't see a lot of house starts in winter as well. Exactly. I mean, you can do cold pours. There's stuff that you can add to the concrete when you're pouring concrete for a basement to help it in those conditions, but it's not the best.
I was on site the other day, and there was an American guy who came and spoke to me, and he was on site. I don't know if you know, but there's some shit they do. I don't understand the science behind it. It's crazy. They seal off an entire house, and then they spray, like, vapored silicone or some shit, and it literally goes into, like, every orifice in the house and seals it completely closed.
Oh, wow.
And then they drain the house, and it's fucked.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it in my life, and I didn't understand it. Like, doesn't silicone go on everything? But then you see them like taping shit up in the house. They tape like every hole in the house, like even vents, ducts, shit like that. Like, it's fucked.
What was the point of the silicone though? Like,
it goes into like every nail hole, every like minute hole in wood or like around your windows there. It just fills it.
So it's just a vapor seal is essentially what it is.
Like it turns to like silicone and just seals everything.
Yeah. So it's like a barrier. Barrier. So typically when you do things like...
Well, no home's going to have that sort of... Unless you've done this. Because like every drywall, you got screws. Even though you've mudded over them, these are still holes.
Yeah.
Every nail that went into your wood, every...
Yeah.
You know, it seals all of that.
Yeah.
It's expensive as fuck, but it's crazy. I was like, that's the craziest job I've ever heard of. But this American guy was down trying out for a big company. They were trying out a new machine. But he saw us holding in to do stone, and it blew his mind. He's like, I can't believe you guys do this all year.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, it blew his mind.
Yeah, but he also probably has never seen snow or something.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, people don't realize what's going on in the rest of the world.
Which is funny because, I mean, like I said, we've had a relatively
we do this for 9 months of the year, motherfucker.
Relatively mild winter in comparison, and this polar vortex thing that's happening currently has put like the United States in a lot of areas that they might get cold, but not as cold as, you know, and they're talking about like, you know, you can't go outside. It's like, it'll be as cold as -40. It's like, -40, motherfucker. Like, no. that's a normal walk to the bus stop kind of day.
Cold as fuck.
It is cold, but you can survive it, right? I mean, if you're used to it, it's not a big deal.
Like, I've lived here for like over 12 years. I don't know how long I've been here, but and I don't go on that shit. I wouldn't if it weren't for this podcast. How fucking rate would I be going out on this? Like, I cried on the way here. I'm not going out tomorrow. I'm not going out Monday. And
did you heat up the car for several minutes before jumping in?
I heated up the car for like 20 minutes before I got in it, and I still had to pump gas here and almost died at the pump. Yeah, it was like Lloyd like this at the pump.
Yeah,
no, fuck that shit, man. That sucks. It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Canadians might want to walk to the fucking mail and this shit. I don't. I see them walking the dogs out. I'm like, fuck the dog, man. I'd be like, yeah, you ain't going out today, buddy. You know why? Because it's like fucking day after tomorrow outside. Not happening. Plus, like skin freezes at -22. People know that, right? Yeah. Like if you're stuck out -22 without gloves or a face shield on for more than fucking couple hours, you're gonna get frostbitten. That's fucking the truth. So -40, that's double that shit. Even your nose is like hanging out of that little scarf you've got. Yeah, that shit can be black when you get home. Yeah. I've gotten frostbite on my ears from standing waiting for the bus here. And it fucking hurts. I didn't get black frostbite. When I tell people that, like, but you still got your ears. Yeah. Well, look up frostbite, motherfucker. Okay, that's like extreme cases of frostbite is when your skin starts to turn waxy and hard and feels like wood. If that happens, you're fucked. You're losing your arm. But no, it affects the skin first, and you know it fucking hurts. My ears swelled up to like twice their size. All the skin fell off my ears. They were fucking like hard and crispy. It was awful. Yeah, that was waiting for the bus. I was waiting for the bus on like -27 or something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. When I first moved here, we moved to Fort McMurray when we immigrated here, and I remember my first winter there, and they're like, remember to bundle up because your skin freezes in less than 2 minutes on the radio. You know, it's -46 and 60 some with the wind chill. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's crazy talk. That doesn't exist, right? Stepped outside. It's like, what the hell? It hurts. Yeah. So, but you get used to it. I mean, eventually you grow accustomed to it. I don't know. People Canadians say that you don't. It's still cold as fuck. I go outside. I'm like, it's still cold, but sucks. Mentally you're a lot more prepared for it. No. Yeah. No. People laugh at me. There's not enough clothes in the world. I show up to work like this. Yeah. I goes, I'm freezing. And then there's like Canadian guys. He got like a thin hoodie on and like a t-shirt. He's like, yeah, it's pretty cold. I'm like, yeah, pretty cold. Yeah. Like, no, I'm dying. The snot in my nose is freezing. When I feel a lump go up and down. Like, come on, man. My beard's like frozen and piece of hair comes off. Yeah. Stupid, man. I don't know how you would ever get used to that. People say that. I've never. You've never experienced it. No. I'm not used to it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But, you know, it's once I get accustomed to it, it's like, okay, you know, you just got to get on with your day. That's the thing. You can't just like bundle up and stay in your house for weeks and weeks and weeks. You can, but eventually they'll kick you out and you'll have to deal with the cold anyways because you're not. Well, I got to work in it every day, but yeah. Do I get used to it? No. Do I like it? No. Is it cold? Yeah, cold as fuck.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Am I going to work Monday? I'm going to try to be sick. I'm going to get in... Anyone that's coughing out there, I'm just going to get in the way, you know. Is that your old tissue there? Oh, thank you. I don't want to go to work Monday.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. Like, everyone's like, yeah, we're working inside, but like, I make the cuts and make the mud outside.
Yeah.
So like, fuck you. It's not the same.
Right.
When the water's freezing as fast as you can pour it in the bucket, like, so I don't know. I'll talk to my boss. This is the times when I wish he had my podcast, because then it kind of eases in. The conversation is like, I don't want to come to work on Monday.
Right, so you'd be laying track. Yeah, but he'd be watching this Monday at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's like,
well,
okay.
We don't start till like 8, 9 when it's cold.
Okay, so by the time, the podcast is over, 20 minutes into it, he's like,
first text I'll send him is watch the podcast.
Watch the podcast. Send him that at, 7 o'clock in the morning. Text me when you've watched it.
I don't want to come to work tomorrow.
Remember the last part I said? That's exactly what's going on.
I don't know. I think it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
This cold. It's cold right now. And tomorrow it's going to be like minus 28, or the high of minus 28. Plus wind chill, you're looking at like minus 35. Fuck off. I don't care if it's not minus 40. That is cold as fuck. You throw coffee out in the air, that will freeze.
Yeah.
That's cold. It don't matter. There's a point to where cold doesn't matter if it gets colder. It doesn't. From like minus 28 to like minus 50, it don't matter. That's just all gonna feel the same. You don't go outside and go, yeah, it's minus 40. You go outside and be like, ah.
Yeah.
That's what you do. I went outside to start the car and I was like,
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
There's no like in between where like, oh yes, this isn't as bad as minus 40. Fuck you. It's the same. Right. Same but different.
Yeah. That's
on the inside same, outside different.
That's the unfortunate part about being here, man, is it has the potential to do that.
Unfortunate part of being here, we deal with it for like 9 months of the year.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's been a mild winter, but we have shitty weather for like 9 months of the year.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying like, I mean,
why do we live here?
Yeah.
I tell myself that every day. Why do we live here?
Yeah.
And me and Jamie have plans to leave.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah. Because I can't live here forever.
Well, that's the thing, is you do have the opportunity to do that. I mean, you've got your...
Calgary is on a time limit.
Your British citizenship, who...
Well, no, in Canada. I'll never leave Canada. But not here. We have the worst... whether you're going to admit it or not, we live in a desert.
Yeah.
It's a fucking desert. We live in a field right after a mountain that blows fucking air down. Even when we get Chinooks, it's just warm air blowing in your face constantly. The wind here is fucking horrible. If you live out of town, because you're like, oh, I hate the city. So you live out in Dwinton, wind, non-fucking time. It's funny, I worked at a house there in the summer. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get a hot tub. And I was like, oh yeah, sweet, yeah. Going to get through Hurricane Katrina to get to your hot tub. I wouldn't even fucking enjoy it. Sitting in your hot tub, it doesn't even matter if it's a hot day.
Yeah.
It's silly. Yeah. This is a shithole.
So your plan's what, to move to Vancouver? Is that ultimately?
I don't know. The place hasn't been picked, but as long as the weather is different to here, this weather is shit. It's drier than a motherfucker. Yeah. Wake up sometimes and your pillow looks like you murdered someone because you had a nosebleed for fucking 2 hours while you sleep in. It's horrible here. I can't name one thing. The skin, look at my hand. Just dries right out. You're fucking okay, it's dry in other places, but trust me, come to Calgary and feel the dry.
Yeah.
And in the summer, it's no different. Dust fucking everywhere. Yeah. You're washing your car every fucking week.
Yeah, can't see because of the smoke.
It's fucked. I like it. The weather here is just a bit, we do get the most sun of the year, but I don't notice it. I'd rather live in a place that gets less sun and you notice it more. I don't...
Yeah, well, the thing is the further north you move...
Are shit. I love rain. I love a good thunderstorm. Yeah. You're lucky if you get a 2-minute storm here.
Yeah.
Thunder, lightning, gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
Down there. It doesn't hang around here because we're on the prairies.
Yeah.
Things keep moving.
Yeah.
That's typically what happens here.
Yeah.
It's good farming land. It's good if you own a farm. If you got cows. There's a bunch of good reasons to live here. But to live here for the weather and enjoy life? No.
Yeah, not for the weather. It's not...
No, and you used to live here because of the work, and that's not fucking here anymore. So what's keeping us here?
Who knows?
Nothing.
There we go. On that note, that's all we got time for this week.
Lloyd talking about packing his bags. Jamie's going to watch this one and get anxiety.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. We're not going anywhere yet. But fuck, do I wish our weather was different.
Yeah.
I'm Lloyd.
I'm JD.
Peace.
See ya.